At first glance, Cerebras feels almost mythical, a machine so large it fills a room, a chip so powerful it challenges everything we thought we knew about computing. But behind the awe lies a much more practical question, one that matters far more than raw performance. Who actually needs a machine like this? Is Cerebras built for tech giants chasing the next AI breakthrough, for governments preparing for national-scale challenges, or for research labs trying to answer questions no one has ever solved before? The answer reveals not just who Cerebras serves, but what kind of future we're building. Most artificial intelligence today is designed around convenience. Models are trained in the cloud, broken into pieces, and spread across massive GPU clusters. This approach is flexible, affordable, and easy to scale. For a long time, it worked beautifully. Researchers could spin up resources on demand. Companies could experiment quickly. Progress felt smooth until it didn't. As AI models grew larger and more interconnected, the cracks began to show. Training times stretched from days into weeks, then into months. Coordination costs rose sharply as thousands of machines struggled to stay synchronized. More energy was spent managing communication than learning. At a certain scale, the system stops feeling like a thinking machine and starts feeling like a logistical problem. Convenience turns into constraint. Cerebras exists for that exact moment, when AI outgrows comfort, when flexibility becomes friction, and when progress demands commitment instead of shortcuts. Governments don't work with small problems. Climate prediction, energy planning, defense strategy, public health modeling, these are systems that span continents and decades. They don't shrink to fit available infrastructure. They demand infrastructure that rises to meet them. Cerebras appeals to governments because it offers something rare: scale with control. Training massive models without relying on sprawling cloud services reduces dependency on external providers. Sensitive data stays contained. Decision-making accelerates. When the stakes are national, speed and sovereignty matter more than convenience. For governments, Cerebras isn't an upgrade. It's infrastructure for thinking at national scale. In research labs, success isn't measured by deployment speed or return on investment. It's measured by discovery. Scientists are trying to simulate life, matter, and the universe itself down to levels of detail that strain every existing system. These problems don't break neatly into smaller pieces. They demand tight coordination, massive memory, and constant interaction between model components. Traditional clusters struggle under this weight, turning science into a waiting game. Cerebras changes that dynamic. By keeping intelligence unified, it allows researchers to explore ideas that were previously too slow, too fragmented, or simply too expensive to attempt. For labs pushing the edge of knowledge, Cerebras doesn't just speed things up, it expands the frontier of what can be explored at all. Big tech already commands enormous GPU infrastructure. They can scale almost without limit. So why would they care about Cerebras? Because at the cutting edge, time becomes the most valuable resource. For certain classes of large, tightly connected models, Cerebras can collapse training cycles dramatically. Faster training leads to faster iteration. Faster iteration leads to faster deployment. And in highly competitive markets, speed translates directly into advantage. Big tech doesn't need Cerebras everywhere, but where it fits, in the most demanding workloads, it can redefine the pace of innovation. Despite its power, Cerebras is not designed for small teams or early-stage experimentation. Startups thrive on flexibility, low cost, and rapid pivots. GPU-based systems excel at that. Cerebras demands focus. It demands expertise. It demands problems that are already too large for conventional systems. It is not built to explore ideas casually. It is built to execute at extreme scale. This exclusivity isn't a flaw, it's a design choice. Cerebras is not trying to democratize AI hardware. It is not chasing mass adoption. It is redefining what is possible at the highest levels of computation. Its customers don't ask if it's easy. They ask if it's possible any other way. When the answer is no, when intelligence demands unity, scale, and precision, Cerebras becomes the only option. And that is exactly who it is built for. So who really needs Cerebras? Those solving problems where scale is unavoidable, where coordination matters more than convenience, where intelligence must act as one, not as a scattered system. Governments use it to plan futures. Labs use it to discover truths. Big tech uses it to stay ahead. Cerebras is not built for the average problem. It's built for the problems that define eras.